50-60 KO Brim.
So it's the first round of the game and I got absolutely destroyed by their Reyna. My first thought is, wow, I suck and the enemy is so much better than me. But my second thought is, I should probably not let the first round affect the rest of my game and just focus on the present. Luckily, our Reyna is better. And she ends up clutching a 1v2. So the next round is an anti-eco round, and my thought process is that as long as I'm fighting with my team, there's no chance that the enemy is gonna win with inferior guns. For this round, I'm able to buy an AWP. As a chamber with an AWP, it's important for me to always try and take an aggressive peek because my TP allows me to do so. So right here, the KO throws a knife to suppress me. I TP'd out because if I don't, the best case scenario is I get one kill and then get traded instantly because I don't have a TP. And even trades are actually beneficial for the attackers. Here, being exposed to multiple angles makes me uncomfortable, so I decide to drop down and just hide in the smoke. And I'm only gonna decide to push out of the smoke when I feel comfortable to do so. And now is a good time because they're already fighting on site. And then I just get absolutely destroyed by the Killjoy, but that's fine because we still won the round. So as a sentinel, it's important for me to try and not play in the same position multiple times so that the enemy is gonna have a hard time predicting where I'm gonna be. So again, I try and take an aggressive position. Unfortunately, the KO knife doesn't get me, so I'm not forced to TP away before getting a kill. So right here, I actually made a huge mistake setting up my TP on site because I didn't realize that they had Brimstone ult, which is actually really good on this map because there's no way to escape from it when you're on site. This mistake costed us the round, but it's fine because I'm not really expecting myself to play perfectly each round.
I can buy a gun, I have ult.
This round is an eco round, but we actually have a chance to win because I have a free sniper rifle as my ult. So again, I'm playing on a different position that I did from last round so that the enemy will have a hard time predicting where I'll be. I'm also starting my position on site because I remember that the KO likes to throw his knife on B main and I didn't want to get suppressed by it and get forced to TP away again. Unfortunately, my reaction time is not the best and I'm not able to get any kills here. But notice that even though I'm not getting any kills, I'm still having an impact on the game. Because even though it's an eco round, the enemy is hesitating to push on site just because of my presence. When I notice that they're probably not gonna push me, I rotate quickly to try and be one step ahead of them. Unfortunately, my reaction time is still not good, but my presence is again causing them to hesitate pushing. And so I decide to rotate quickly again because they're probably not gonna be expecting me to be back at B. This is why smart rotations are important to be impactful in the game. This round is another AWP round, and again, I'm gonna be setting up on a different place, so that the enemy is still gonna have a hard time predicting where I'm gonna be. And my team just ended up killing everyone. This next round, I set up again in A main, and luckily, I was able to get a kill and TP away before the KO knife suppresses me. And I was only able to do that because I was taking an aggressive peek. Now here's an example of how bad I am. If I hadn't whiffed that shot on the Reyna, we probably won the round, and it's definitely my fault that we lost. But it's fine. Again, all I'm thinking is that when I make mistakes like that, I have to focus on the present. Unfortunately, the Viper and I are getting sandwiched from both A main and Sands. All I'm thinking right now is if I don't make a play and take an aggressive risky peek, we're probably gonna get overwhelmed. So I had to make a play if we wanted to win this round. I take a quick peek and I notice that they already pushed up Sands, so it's only a matter of time before they start pushing up site. I hold an off angle, making sure that I have proper crosshair placement, so I just have to wait for one of them to walk into my crosshair and shoot. And I take another quick peek to help out my Reyna. We ended up winning the round flawlessly, which is really good for our economy. This time, I'm anchoring B because they're probably going to be pushing here after their teammates died in Dish. Now, when anchoring a site, your goal is to set up your team for success. To do that, my goal is to get at least 2 before dying, so that it's going to be a 2v1 after I die. So I have to be smart about this. The neon walls up, which gives me an opportunity to walk up behind them. Because there's only 2 of them pushing up site, I know that there's not going to be anyone holding me from A main, which gives me all the confidence to just walk through the wall and kill them. This round we're retaking B, and my job as an operator is to just hold angles while my team is pushing out so that the enemy can't peek out. I briefly walk out to trade the Reyna in case she dies, but fortunately she doesn't really need me and she just wins the fight. We successfully took site, and my job right now is to just hold off angles with my headhunter and do a lot of damage because I know that if I'm gonna die, I'm confident enough that I can just TP away. Right now, we're doing a 4-1 split on A, and I'm all alone in A main. So I'm making sure that I'm only gonna push out once my team already pushed out Sand so that they can trade me in case I die. Luckily, I got the kill and I just TP'd away, and now my job is to just fight flank. The enemy started to make some smart plays.
Wait, on side.
And the Neon also started opping. We failed some clutches, which costed us a few rounds, and the enemy is starting to gain momentum. This round is an important round for the enemy to win, because if we lose this, our economy is gonna be so bad that the score is probably gonna get tied. Right now, we're doing a push on A with me lurking alone on Dish. What I'm thinking here is that I can take my time with me pushing out, because I can just trust that my team can fight A main. And I'm just gonna be pushing late from Dish, where the enemy is probably not gonna be expecting me to be, because I pushed up late into the round. Because it's down to a 2v3 and my teammate is low, I have to make a play and just trust that I'm gonna be winning my duel. I have to make sure that I don't let the enemy cross on site, because if they do, they're just gonna kill my Viper, who is 1 HP. The Neon already crossed on site, and my thought process is I have to be in the correct position to trade my Viper in case the Neon kills her. So I cannot be playing passively. Luckily, my Viper is doing a really good job hiding from the Neon, so we just ended up winning the round. And the next round, I just failed another clutch. This round we are low on money, so we're going for an eco round. But remember that eco rounds are not unwinnable, because you can't really expect the enemy to be playing this perfectly, and there's a chance that they're gonna be making mistakes. And right now I'm thinking that it's my job to take advantage of those mistakes that the enemies are gonna be making. I hear one close to my right, and I already have my TP set up. Now that was a risky peek, because I wasn't really sure if there was anybody else holding the smoke. But it paid off, because now I have my ult, and in eco rounds like these, there's no reason for me to not take risks like that, because I have practically nothing to lose. So my team and I successfully took a site, and right now I'm just making sure that I'm pushing in with my team. And now suddenly we have the advantage, and I can just take an aggressive peek with my ult, and the enemy can't do much about it because I have my TP ready. Now it's down to a 3v2, and we just have to make sure that we don't make any mistakes, because we're in such an advantageous position right now. Now, to ensure this win, I'm just looking at my radar and I'm waiting for my Reyna to peek the Brimstone before I commit to a fight, to ensure that it's gonna be a 2v1 instead of it being two 1v1s. We got the plant down, I died, but it's okay because it's down to a 3v1. And ironically, even though I'm dead, this was the most stressful round in the game.
Planted is planted.
One enemy remaining.
Stunned.
Last player standing.
Oh my fucking god, if we win still. No, he actually won. Oh. Nice! Holy GG.
Attackers win.
Job's done.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm stressed out. I'm actually stressed out. Fuck, man. Oh, that was a good game though.